told this guy where I was from. He said, "Oh, Canada." Kinda laughed it off. Real funny, huh? Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Frostback MMA podcast. This is a little impromptu. I was going to wait until the Cain Velasquez predictions come out and make my next podcast, but I got something I really need to say, and it's in regards to Rousimar Palhares, and it's like holding on to that submission way too long at Ultimate Fight Night 29. Now, first off, I'm going to try to be respectful here, but Palhares, you're a complete scumbag, man. I mean, he held on to a heel hook way too long against David Avalon at the Abu Dhabi 2011. Nobody said anything there. Come on. He started off in Brazil in MMA. He held on to a rear naked choke way too long against Helio Dip, I think it was, yeah. And he choked him completely unconscious. And then for a good 3 seconds, he was on his back, rear naked choke, just holding it on. The ref is pulling him off. His teammates are yelling at him. And everybody's saying, "Oh, it's just Palhares." And then he does the same thing at UFC 111, holds onto a heel hook way too long. The thing is, with these submissions, Palhares can seriously hurt someone. I mean, he's known as a leg lock master, and the heel hook is just going to completely tear up your knee. And if you have any experience in Brazilian Jiu-jitsu or submission wrestling, catch wrestling, you know that you don't mess with either the knee bar or the heel hook. Even the ankle lock can be devastating because on your legs, you're so strong, it just takes half a second, and then it's too late. You tear your meniscus, you tear an ACL, MCL, and it's just like terrible, man. You're out forever. And I'm really happy that the UFC cut Palhares because, I mean, one, he was elevated testosterone against Hector Lombard. He's holding on to these submissions like it's no big deal. And he's really endangering people. I mean, Mike Pierce, luckily he didn't tear anything in his knee. He's just probably now walkout for the next couple of days. But, I mean, still, it is not something you want to mess with. And on top of this, I think Abu Dhabi should not, the Abu Dhabi Combat Club, which is the world tournament in submission grappling, no gi, is coming up on October 19th and 20th in China. They're making their debut in China. And Palhares is set in, I want to say, the 197 division right now. But I think they should probably not let him compete. Because, I mean, the Brazilian Committee of MMA, or CBMMA, or whatever it is, the regulating body in Brazil, handed down a 120-day suspension for Palhares. So he's not going to be competing for pretty much a quarter of the year. That's 4 months, 3 months, 4 months, somewhere along there. Yeah, 4 months. Anyways, and the UFC cut him. I really think Abu Dhabi should probably follow in their footsteps and not let Palhares compete. Because he's just going to keep doing this until he seriously hurts someone. Even after he seriously hurts someone, he's probably going to keep doing it. And I don't know. I'm still trying to be really respectful because, I mean, he is a black belt. He's been doing this for years. He's gotten his black belt from Murilo Bustamante. But come on. When you get your black belt, you need to know. One of my previous instructors put it this way. When you have the ability to break a limb, you need to be able to mend that limb. And he was equating that to going out and getting CPR certified, the AED certified, all that fun stuff. But you also need to have the respect for your opponent that you're not going to intentionally try to hurt him. When you submit, it's over. Come on. I mean, Palhares, you know you're supposed to tap before you get hurt. And when there's douchebags like you out there, nobody's going to tap because they know you're just going to crank it anyways. And I'm just really frustrated because as a practitioner of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, it gives our sport a bad name. I mean, Palhares is just a complete dick. He's juicing. He's ripping people's knees off. And it's just so frustrating because I know either Bellator or the World Series of Fighting is going to pick up Palhares, and he's going to keep doing the exact same thing. He's either going to punch someone after the bell, he's going to hold the submission too long, and someone's just going to get seriously hurt, and they're going to be screwed up for the rest of their life. So, sorry for the rant, guys, but it's how I feel. Tune in for the rest. I'm Josh LeDuc, the Canadian sensation. See you soon.
Come on. 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Yeah.